wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about my journey to a young adult, to where I'm at today, versus my childhood and where I came from, and how fortunate and lucky and blessed I actually am. In high school, they told me that I would never. Essentially, they told me I wouldn't graduate. The principal himself said, "Why do you even bother coming to school if you're not going to graduate?" My biology teacher in 10th grade pulled me out of class, showed me the welfare department across the street from Hanford West Campus, Mr. Davis, by the way. And he said, "That's where you're going to be, on welfare, across the street, on welfare." At the time, I was on welfare, but because my mom didn't work and that's another story. But, I was angry. I was a kid. I was angry. I told him he didn't know my fucking life, that you don't determine how my future is going to turn out or anything like that. And I was super angry, and I was like, fuck him, fuck that guy. But growing up and going through everything that I went through, I understand more or less what he meant. Because, yeah, that would be my future. That is what it will be if I don't go out there and do something for myself. And so, as I grew up, I was making bad choices, running with the wrong crowds, holding down my block over there on Davis Street with my friends. I quickly realized we started getting in trouble. I looked at 3 felony counts and faced 9 years in prison for commercial burglary, breaking into schools and all that shit, breaking into cars, you name it. While my friends got locked up and sentenced and a whole bunch of other shit, I was just somehow making it. The actual campus police officer, Officer Adams, kind of reached out to me and said I needed to pull my head out of my ass. And if I didn't do that, I was going to end up just like that, just like them. And I did. I did pull my head out of my ass. I didn't have any kind of guidance, any father around whatsoever growing up. My mom was there, but she wasn't present. And I think she knew that and lived with that. But as an adult, as a teen, I had to take care of myself. Finally, I got a job working at Long John Silver's as a cook, cooking fish, hush puppies, fries, all that. And then I got another job at McDonald's, working 2 jobs as a young teen and shit, staying out of trouble, keeping busy. All my friends were running around doing the same thing. I was trying to help my mom and cover some bills. And then at 20, I had my first kid, Elijah. And that changed me because I wanted him to be better than me. We all want that. But I wanted him to actually have a dad that he can look up to and a person he can look up to and admire. And I wasn't that. I was a kid trying to figure myself out with no kind of opportunity or working parents or anything or anyone to guide me for that sense. My uncle kind of just opened my eyes to the military and he said, try the Guard. Do that. And if you like it, go active duty. And I said, okay, cool. So anyways, I joined, went, so that way my son had something to look up to. Now, once I did that, that literally changed my whole life. It opened my eyes to a lot of different things. I became someone that I never thought or even imagined I could be, but I became someone. I gave myself a title. You name it. Bottom line is, I became someone my son can look up to. All my children could look up to, but it was my son who put me on that path. It was God who put me on that path. Who told me, essentially, you're going to struggle throughout your life, all your life, but you're going to have the tools, courage, knowledge, and know-how to get through all that stuff. And that's where I'm at. I joined the Army, and when I joined, people said I wouldn't make it. They said, that guy's not going to join the Army. He's not going to make it. The same adversity I heard in high school saying I wouldn't graduate. And oh, by the way, I did graduate high school. I actually completed all my credits because I was down 70 units. 70, that's a whole year. And I was a junior. Forced me to go on home studies to make up all these credits. 10 packets a week is what I did, 10 to 12. Even the counselor himself was saying, dude, you don't have to do all these. I said, yes, I do, because I want to graduate. Not only I finished it, they said I could graduate early. But I said, nah, I don't want to graduate early. Give me whatever schedule you can. I want to walk the line with my class. Because that's what I wanted to do. I earned that. No one's going to take that from me, so I walked the line. Now fast forward, here I am joining the Army, hearing some of the same adversity. You'll never make it, Daniel. That kid's going in the Army? Nah, he ain't gonna do it. Not only did I make it, I fucking became a pilot. Going to flight school with some of these people that have engineering degrees, MIT graduates, and here I am with a high school diploma and an opportunity and the motivation, the will, and the drive to sit here and succeed. Never changed who I was, kept that same determination all throughout flight school, and I graduated with these guys. And some of those guys that had the degrees and all that stuff I didn't compare myself to, washed out. They're done. They didn't graduate, but I did. So here I am, again. Then another opportunity presents itself as far as, hey Daniel, actually go to school, complete your degree. You know, continue to be that person the kids can look up to. And so I did. It's not bad for a kid that was counted out and said he was gonna be on welfare, that was told, why do you even show up? You're gonna fucking, you're not gonna make it. Someone who said I wasn't gonna make it in the Army, became a pilot, warrant officer at that. I love being a warrant officer. And as someone, I never imagined even having my degree while I got it, and I'm working on my master's now. So for someone who never had a home to grow up in, I bought my own home, looking to give my kids another home. So don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do something. I'm making this video because people have done nothing but try and hold me back, stop me, or tell me I couldn't do anything. I literally had nothing. Nothing. I barely had a mother. But I sat here and made strides, so there's really no excuse but to actually sit there and try. This was therapeutic for me. And if someone else can sit here and relate to that, great. But the shit hasn't been easy, and it won't be easy. You just got to keep going. Keep believing in God and knowing that the path He's putting you on is specifically for you. He wouldn't have put you to it if He wouldn't put you through it. I believe that every day.